A very good morning to all. So, how was your midterm other than B batch? How was your midterm? Okay, so we'll discuss regarding the answers of midterm during your lab sessions. Already I've discussed it with the B batch, so I'll discuss with the remaining two batches in their respective labs. Right? So we have already completed chapter number 1, introduction, 2, that is relational model, 3, that is relational query database or relational algebra. Then we have also completed normalization, that is normal forms. We have completed with transaction. We have already completed your unit number 9, that is complete SQL. Right, on the last Wednesday, the topic that we covered, like joins, subqueries, and all these things, that was all about chapter number 9. So far we have completed 6 units out of your 10 units. So almost 60% of your syllabus is completed from my side. Right, so today we are going to start with a new unit, that is database security. Right, so can you tell me what do you mean by database security? Just give me a rough idea. What you can say, that is, what is database security? This chapter will be completely discussion based, so I don't want to speak more. I want you to speak more. So, what according to you is a database security? Why do we require database security? Yes, anyone? I want answers from you today, and that is what our session will be. It is a very small unit. It will be completed by today only. So until unless you speak up, you discuss, we won't move ahead in this topic or in this chapter. Only one question is asked in GTU, that is explain database security or explain authentication and authorization. This is the common question from GTU if they want to ask, and that too of 4 marks. So this chapter doesn't have much weightage also. The chapters that had weightage, we already completed. We have already completed the chapters that has a weightage actually. Right, handling the data efficiently so that it doesn't get leaked. Okay, Parth, I accept that definition. Anyone else? What do you mean by a database security? Until and unless I get some answers, I want to move ahead in this chapter today. Yes, so because we are concerned with the data and its privacy, we require database security. Okay, that's great. Anything else other than Parth? Anyone else other than Parth who can give me the answer of this? What do you mean by database security? I am expecting some answers from you. Then we can proceed in this chapter. Come on, guys, pick up or type it out. In short, yes. What do you mean by database security? Anyone? Someone's private information does not get shared to other, so it needs security. Okay, Parthiv, good. Measures designed to establish and preserve the database. Very good. Anything else other than this? Okay. Anyone else who would like to add anything on this? No one would like to add anything here. So ultimately database security is required. There are many reasons you can say. First of all, data should not be lost. It should not be accessed by unauthorized people. It should maintain the privacy of the each and every data, right? Then anything else other than this? Why the students are not responding today? Only two students have responded so far in this. It is just a common question that you can face or you are dealing with in every day. Security. There is nothing hard in this. Why do we require security? Okay, fine. So let's continue with this chapter. I think I'm not going to get some responses today. Okay, so no issues. Let's continue with this chapter and let me present my screen. Right, so we are talking about database security, and these are the topics that we are going to cover in this particular chapter. That is security, integrity, authentication, authorization, data encryption, access control, intrusion detection system, and SQL injection. Actually, these topics are doesn't we do not require in this database. The last four topics. We are only concerned with the first four topics in this chapter because only those questions are asked in your GTU exams. But still, how the security is provided and what can be the problems or what are the different types of attacks that can be made on a database that we are going to learn in these last two topics. That is intrusion detection system and SQL injection. So let's start with security and integrity. So as you said, security means we are actually securing our data. We are actually providing some type of system on our data such that our data is not lost or any unauthorized person is not accessing our data. And in short, our data is not leaked, right? The data is not lost. So, if the security is this, then what do you mean by integrity? What do you mean by integrity? Give me the answer. We have come across this particular term, integrity, many a times. So, what do you mean by integrity? What do you mean by integrity? Anyone? What do you mean by integrity? Accuracy of data. Okay. Consistency of data. Okay. In chapter number 1, we had a problem, the disadvantage of file processing system, that is integrity problem. So what was that? Even in chapter number 3 or 2, we had integrity constraints like check constraint, null not null constraint, primary key, foreign key, unique key. So what is integrity actually? Set of rules imposed on a database. Very good, Jwalant. So, do you think security and integrity are same, or does they differ? Do you think security and integrity are same, or does they differ? They are different. Is security and integrity same or different? What do you say? Okay, the area is saying different. Okay, any other answers? Any other answers? Anyone? Okay, Parth is also saying it is different, right? Then anyone who can say that security and integrity are same. There is not much different. There is no much difference between security and integrity. Is there anyone? So Dheria, Parth, Lisa and Yash. How you can say it is different? Or anyone, those who know. How you can say security and integrity are different? I want the answer. How you can say security and integrity is different? Okay. Security is protection of data while integrity is accuracy of data. Okay, very good. Because integrity means accuracy and security means to protect the data. Okay. Right, exactly. So we can say that security and integrity are totally different. Security means we are actually securing or protecting our data, while integrity means we are actually concerned with the accuracy or the quality of data. That means whatever data we are trying to store in our database, that should be accurate, that should have some quality. So both are different. So let's see what is security and what is integrity. So security ensures that the things users are doing are only what they are allowed to do. That means whatever task a user is performing on a database, right? So it will check whether that user is allowed to perform those tasks or not. It is not dealing with any type of quality of data. It is only dealing with the user's permission to access the particular data, right? So it will always check that whatever the task the user is performing on a database, is that user being given an access or is allowed to perform those tasks or not, right? So it defines prevention of data corruption through the use of controlled access mechanism. That means it ensures that our data is not going to get corrupt or our data is not going to get lost, right, by an unauthorized access of a user. Right? It will ensure that our data is being used by the accessed permitted user only. The user who has been given the permission to access the data, only those users will be able to change or work on a particular database. It means authentication, authorization, encryptions. These are the terms of security. So we are providing the security to our database via authentication, via authorization, or via some encryption algorithms. Right? So this is all about the security. That means we are ensuring our data is secured in some particular way. We want ultimately the security of our data or protection of our data. Clear? What is security, everyone? So now, integrity. Now what does integrity mean? Integrity ensures that the things the user are trying to do are correct. It means the data that user is trying to insert, the data the user is trying to modify, the data the user is trying to delete, or any data manipulation operation a user is trying to perform on a database, that is correct. That is what integrity will check. Right? We already know what is integrity. That means, let us say we have imposed some rules on our database, like amount should be more than 500, the Name should have first character as a capital. Likewise, we imposed some of the rules on our database, right? So this integrity will check whatever data the user is providing or whatever data the user is trying to modify, all the types of modifications are correct. That means we are getting the exact data that is required by the database. So this is what integrity means. Ensures that the things the user is trying to do are correct. It defines the quality of data, which guarantees the data is complete and has a whole structure. It means until and unless our data is perfect as per our database requirement, we cannot say our data is complete or database is complete. So it is guaranteeing that only the correct data will be entered or modified in the database, and our database will be complete and as per the structure. That is what integrity means. And it is mainly referring to the structure of the data and the schema of the database. So it is dealing with the structure of the data or the schema of the database, while security is ensuring the protection of data. So this is what the main difference between the security and integrity is. Security is securing or protecting the data via not allowing any unauthorized access to the database. And integrity is maintaining the quality of data by maintaining or by allowing only the possible modifications to the database which can ensure the quality and also follow the rules of the database. So this is what the difference between security and integrity is. Am I clear with this, everyone? Is this clear? Any doubts? Anyone? If you want, you can go through these two terms again. Just go through it again, because after this, my question will be there. After this, my question will be there. So just go through these 2 points, that is security and integrity ones, and then I can arise my question. And if you have any doubts, just unmute yourself and tell me. Just go through the terms once again. Any doubts? Anyone in this? Any doubts in security and integrity? Anyone? Okay, so now my question is differentiate security and integrity, and I want 5 points of difference. You need to create 5 points to differentiate security and integrity. Give me the answer in the chats, one by one. I want the answer. I want 5 points as a difference between security and integrity. Yes, give me the answer. Security is prevention of data while integrity stands for quality of data. Okay, 1 point. Second point. First point I have got from Parthiv. Yeah, second point now. Even you can speak up. If you don't want to write, you can speak up. I don't mind. Yeah, any other answers? Anyone? Okay, second answer I got from the area ensures that the things users are doing only what they are allowed to do, and integrity ensures that the things users do the are things users stand for quality of data. Okay, the same answer, the area, the answer that Parthiv has already said. Okay, I've got some answer from Yash. Security means data is accessed by authorized while you authorized users, while integrity refers to the schema of database. Okay, that can be accepted. Yes, very good answer. So I've got two answers. Okay, Parth has written something. Security makes sure that the user is authorized to access information. Integrity makes sure that the user uses the information correctly. Very good. So third point I have got it. Still I'm accepting one more point. 4 points, 4 marks, more than enough. One more point from anyone. Yeah, one more point. Only 1 point is expected from someone else, other than Parthiv, Deria, Yash, and Parth. Where is Lisa, Jenny? Definition of both the terms. Okay, that is okay, Parthiv. Right? Okay. So let's see what can be difference between the security and integrity. Let's see it now. So this is the difference. Security ensures the things users are doing only what they are allowed to do. Exactly. And integrity ensures that the things the users are trying to do are correct. So the definition itself is the first point. Exactly, Parthiv. Second, the security deals with the protection of data, while integrity actually deals with the data. Right? We are not dealing with the data. We are actually in security we are dealing with the protection of data, while in integrity we are dealing with actual data. Okay. Next, data security defines a prevention of data corruption through the use of controlled access mechanism. That means we are allowing only the authenticated or authorized users to access the database. And in integrity, we are defining the quality of data which ensures our schema or the structure of the database is maintained. So that is the third point. Fourth point is it refers to making sure that the data is accessed by intended users, right? Similar to your third point, you can just differentiate your third point in other words. That is what it has been done here. And in integrity, it refers to the structure of data and the schema of the database, right? Already yes has written, and many of you have written this. And last one is authentication, authorization, encryptions are the means of security, while backing up, error detection, error correction, and are the means of data integrity. Okay, so I think it is from Google. Yes, am I right? Okay, fine. No issues. Good. Okay, so these are the difference between the security and integrity. So if it is asked in GTU, you can just write down 4 points. If it is asked in 3 marks or 4 marks, 4 points are more than enough. Am I clear, everyone? And is that clear now? What is security and what is integrity? Any doubts in this? Okay, so let's move now. So as we are actually talking about the security, so we are not going to deal with integrity in this chapter. We are only going to focus on security. So let us see now what is database security. It refers to the collective measures used to protect and secure the database or database management software from illegitimate use and malicious threats and attacks. In short, we are actually trying to protect our data from some types of different attacks that can be made on our database. We are trying to make sure that our database is secure, our database is protected from all types of attacks that can be possibly made on our database. So we are actually taking some collective measures on it so that our database can be secured. It is generally planned, implemented, and maintained by the database administrator. So already we have discussed this in chapter number 1 that database security is the task of database administrator. So we are not going to deal much on that particular part. It is important to secure the database from unauthorized user so that your data is not lost or data is not used in an illegal way, right? If your company collects any data about the customers or suppliers or the wider community, it is stored on a database somewhere, right? And if someone tries to, I would say, try to capture such type of data just to use it in illegal way, then it would be a very great problem for all of us. So take a very simple example here. Let us say you are providing your Aadhaar number to each and every place wherever it is being asked. Am I right? You are providing your Aadhaar card number everywhere. Whether you are not thinking whether it is legal, whether it is actually required there or not, right? So you are providing your Aadhaar card number everywhere. And if someone has Aadhaar card number, it can have an access to your each and every data. Am I right? If someone has your Aadhaar card number, that person can have access to your each and every data. Am I right? Because you are providing your Aadhaar card everywhere without thinking whether the number is actually required by that particular firm or particular website or particular agency. You are not thinking that. You are just providing it because you want to complete your task as soon as possible without wasting your time. And if a person has your Aadhaar card number, then a person has an access to your details, your personal details, your bank details, and each and every minor details, right? So what actually the database security means that if someone is asking an Aadhaar card number from you, then it is the responsibility of that particular system to store and encrypt or your to store your data in such a way that none of the users who do not have any authority to access the data will have an access to your Aadhaar card number. Only the authorized users will be having the access to your Aadhaar card number. So that is the only reason why I'm saying that do not provide your Aadhaar card number everywhere until and unless it is very much important and it is required to be given your Aadhaar card number there. Right? So it is saying that it is most important to secure the database from unauthorized users. So if you are providing your Aadhaar card number anywhere, just ensure that your Aadhaar card number is secure with them. That is what the example says. Right? Clear with this? So that is why database security is required. Clear with this, everyone? So that is what database security is mainly. That if you are providing any of the details anywhere, we are ensuring that our data is secure and it won't be accessed by any unauthorized user or agent. Anyone, in short. Right? Clear with this? So that is what the main goal of database security is. Am I clear? What is database security and what is the main role? Security of the data, ultimately. Right. So we are not going to deal with all these terms. You can just go through it whenever I upload this PPT in your e-content. Right. The last line is database security or data security is a process of protecting files, databases, and accounts on a network by adopting a set of controls, applications, and techniques that identify the relative importance of different data sets, their sensitivity, regulatory compliance requirements, and then applying appropriate protections to secure those resources. In short, this definition says that it is a process of protecting your data, either it is on a network or on a physical system, anywhere, using some different measures and understanding the sensitivity of that data and then applying different types of security measures on your data. Ultimately, we are actually concerned with securing the data because we know how sensitive the data is. And for that, we need to apply different sets of security measures. That's it. So this is what database security means. Clear, everyone? And what are the objectives of database security? These are the objectives: secrecy, reliability, availability. Now, secrecy means information should not be disclosed to unauthorized users. Okay. Our information should not be leaked to some other person. Reliability means only authorized users modify the data. Only the users who are having the authority to change the database, to change the data, should be able to change the data. Third is availability. That means authorized users should not be denied an access. That means if I am being given an authority to change a particular database, then I should be able to change the database. I should not be denied. That is what availability means, right? Then fourth one, okay, now comes the next most important term. So these are the objectives of database security. Just go through it once and then we'll discuss the next point. Just go through these points again. Security or secrecy, reliability, and availability. Secrecy means your data is not accessed by unauthorized user. Reliability means only authorized users modify the data, and availability means if I am the authorized person, if I am the authorized person who has access to the database, then I should not be denied to access the database. I should not be denied. That means it should not be such like that I won't be allowed to access the data. Deny means not allow. So I should not be denied to access the database. So these are the objectives of database security. So just go through these terms again. Just go through these terms once more. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, just raise it. Secrecy, securing your data from unauthorized users. Reliability, only authorized users modify the data. And availability means authorized users should not be denied for accessing the data. Clear with this, everyone? Right. So now, so far we have discussed authorization, authentication. So what do you mean by authorization and authentication? That is my next question. Yeah, the next question is, what do you mean by authentication and authorization? I want the answer from you. And please do not Google it. Okay, authentication means correct users access the data or uses the data. And what do you mean by authorization then? Authorization means to grant permission to use it. Okay. Okay, authorization means grant the user to access the data. Okay, fine. So now I have a very simple question for everyone. In general, what comes first? Authorization or authentication? And why? Whatever answer you will give, you need to justify it. In general, what comes first? Authentication or authorization? And why? This is what you need to answer first. So I'm waiting for your answers. What comes first? Authorization or authentication? And why? You need to give me the answer. This is very general term and a very important question in terms of IT industry interviews. If you are willing to work in IT industry, you need to know this answer. A very important question, a very favorite question for all the technical employers, I would say. The technical team that are going to conduct the interviews, they have this question ready for you. So what comes first, authorization or authentication, and why? Okay, Yash has given the answer as authentication. Okay, let me have some more answers. I also want the justification, Yash. Why you are saying authentication first? Okay, authentication because first it verifies the user is authorized or not. Okay, And authentication is first because it verifies who the person is. Okay, it's the proof that user is real and that it grants the permission. Okay, good answers, very good answers from Anand, Nisha, Parth, Yash. Still, I'm waiting for some answers, more answers. What comes first, authentication or authorization, and why? A very simple question. Getting some more answers, expecting some more answers from others. Anyone? Please don't Google it. Please don't Google it. Give your answers as per your thinking ability. Don't Google it right now. Authentication first because if we grant the permission, then the person can use the data. Okay. Any other answers other than Parthiv, Yash, Parth, Nishta, Anand? Expecting some few more answers. That's it. Anyone who can give me the answer? Okay, so now let's discuss on this. So almost everyone has said that authentication comes first because first we need to give the permission or we are going to check whether he has the permission or not. Right? As everyone has said the same answers. Okay, now let us take a very simple example, right? So let us take where you all are very new to Facebook. You don't have any accounts in the Facebook. Will you be able to log in? Yes or no? You don't have the account of Facebook or any particular website, and will you be able to log in? Yes or no? Just give me the answer yes or no right now. If you don't have a particular account of any particular website, we are taking the example of Facebook right now. So you don't have any account, will you be able to log in? No. Right? Why you won't be able to log in? Why you won't be able to log in? Give me the answer. What is the reason? We are not registered. Very good. In other terms, we are not authorized. In other terms, we can say we are not authorized because our credentials does not match with the login that you have already provided. Am I right? If you are trying to add any credentials to the login part, it won't be matched with the Facebook's database and ultimately you won't be able to log in. So because you are not registered first, that means you are not authorized first, your credentials won't match with the database of the Facebook. Already someone has given me the answer in the chat. Nishta, you have given the answer. Authentication because first it verifies whether the user is authorized or not. So what you are checking first of all? You are checking whether the user is authorized to log in or not. right? So always in general, authorization will comes first. You need to register somewhere. After registration, Facebook will give you the permission. Facebook will give you the permission and also will give you what type of things you can access in Facebook. So it will give you the permission of access to the database. So until and unless you are authorized, you cannot move ahead in your application or in your software or anywhere. So authorization is always first. Clear with this, guys? Authorization is first. You must be first authorized to use a particular application. You must be authorized first. You must be having the permission first to access that particular application or any particular object. Once you are authorized, then whenever you try to log in, your credentials will be checked. Then it means that your you will be authenticated that whether you are allowed to log in or not. That means whether your username and password matches with the database or not. If it is matches, that means you are authenticated user and you are allowed to log in. So authentication comes next. Always the authorization comes first. Clear with this, guys? So remember that authorization comes first and then comes the authentication. Any argument in this, anyone? Or is that clear? Anyone? Any argument in this particular term? Or is that clear? Please tell me. Yes, anyone? Any arguments in this? Or is that clear? Yes, students, waiting for your response. Shall I take one more example to just clear your part? Okay, let us take very simple example. Uh, you all are coming to Marwadi, right? And you want to take an admission, or you have taken the admission, let us say. If you have taken the admission, you are directly allowed to log into the e-content. Or even if you have not taken the admission, will you be able to log into your e-content using the online portal of Marwadi? No, right? So until and unless your details are stored in the database of the Marwadi, right? And you have been given the access to that particular portal, you won't be able to use it, right? Until unless you have been given an access, you have been given a permission, you are registered with the Marwadi, you are not going to use that portal. Am I right? Yes or no? તમે લોકો જ્યાં સુધી મારવાડીમાં રજીસ્ટર નહીં થાવ, તમને પરમિશન નહીં આપે મારવાડીનું પોર્ટલ, ત્યાં સુધી તમે લોગિન કરી શકશો? યસ ઓર નો? સિમ્પલ વર્ડ્સ. Yes, give me the answer. Will you be able to log into your Marwadi portal if you are not given any permission? You won't be, right? So, first, what you need to do is you need to register yourself to the Marwadi. Marwadi administration will give you some rights, some permission, and also provide you the credentials. And until and unless you get the credentials, you won't be able to log in. So first part is you have been authorized to use that particular application or portal of Marwadi. Right? So until and unless you have been authorized, you cannot log in. Once you are authorized, that means your details have been registered to the Marwadi portal, your credentials are ready, then and then you will be able to log in. So this is what the first part is, that is authorization. You have been authorized to use the application, the portal of Marwadi. Am I clear now? તમે રજીસ્ટર થયા ત્યાર પછી તમને ઓથોરિટી આપવામાં આવી કે તમે મારવાડીનું પોર્ટલ યુઝ કરો. Is this clear now? Next comes authentication. Now, what is authentication? Now, you have been given the credentials of Marwadi portal and now you are trying to log in. So, you enter your email ID or your GR number and your password, right? And when you click on login, what it will do? It will check whether these credentials are available in the database or not and what type of permissions is given to this particular user. What it is checking? It will check whether this type of credentials, your username and password are available in the database and what type of access permission is being given to this particular user. So this is what authentication means. It will check your authenticity. It will check your reliability. It will check your actual identity, that whether this type of data is available or not. So this is what authentication means. If your data is matched, then you will be able to log in and you will be able to access the portal. You will be able to check your attendance, the subjects and everything. So this is what authentication means. Now is that clear? So authorization always comes first, then comes the authentication. Is this clear, guys? Everyone? Or any doubts, any arguments in this? Is that clear, guys? Or any doubts? Please respond. Any argument? Anyone? Any cross argument in this? I would be happy to clear. Yes, there is no term that we are dealing with the identity of the user. See, if your details are correct and if you personally visited the Marwadi University, your details will be correct. Let us take very simple example. You want to download a movie. You want to download a movie and that movie website wants your details. It is expecting that you log in first and then you will be allowed to download the movie. Let's take a very simple example. But you are not registered with it. So what you will do? You will give your fake details like name as A, like email as something like a@a.com, mobile number as 9998. So this is what you will give as a fake data. But the movie website only requires your details. It doesn't matter either you are providing a real data or a fake data. Because we are actually dealing, we want the data from the website. So we are going to provide any type of data so that our task is getting completed. So that is what authorization means. It wants the data to be registered. Any more argument or is that clear? Clear, guys? Or any more arguments in this? Okay, fine. So let's do one thing.